Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Today we are in Zangarmarsh, guys. We're going to do a few quests before we get back into the dungeon grind. We have a quest where we have to collect 30 Naga Claws, and we also have a quest where we have to slay Raja Hagasad and Rajis Fiash. Probably didn't say those names correctly, but I gave it my best shot. Hope you guys are doing well today. I am doing pretty damn good. Today, for me, is the 21st of November. This video will be coming out on the 27th. And that means, for me, today, I'm going to be checking out Classic Fresh. The anniversary servers are coming out today at 5 p.m. Eastern and at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be starting to... Well, these playthroughs are all probably already out by now, but we will have a no mage playthrough going and a hardcore warrior. Hopefully the warrior is still alive. It's going to be an orc warrior. Imagine I died like level 5. I think we'll be like close to level 10, or probably like maybe 20 by now, maybe. I don't know. I think we're going to be above level 10 by the day this video comes out. But yeah, I'm really excited for this, guys. Doesn't happen very often where you get, fresh hardcore servers and fresh classic air servers, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And these pumps here, guys, if you guys have never been to Zangarmarsh, the zone, before, these pumps here are pumping water out of the zone Zangarmarsh. Zangarmarsh used to be full of water, but the Naga are taking the water out of it. Forget why. But Canarian Circle does not like it. I think they're pumping it into like some base that they have underwater. Probably pumping it into the Serpentine Cavern for Lady Vash. But we'll do a few quests here. After we finish these, we'll queue up for another dungeon. We have 2 dungeons that we have not done yet. And they are Mana Tombs and Aconite Crypts. Hopefully we get that. Or one of those today. And it depends on how the queue time is. I wonder how long of a queue we would have to wait for. But over the past few days, the queues have been actually pretty good. I'm a little bit worried that the queue times get worse when Classic Fresh comes out, because people are probably going to be playing Classic Fresh over Cataclysm, maybe. Just a guess. Not too sure if that's true, but we'll see over time. While we're leveling up, if the dungeon queues take a little bit longer than usual. Maybe we'll queue up for one now. Just in case they're starting to, take a while. We're saying less than 1 minute, but we'll see. And yeah, I'm going to be playing Alliance and Horde, guys. No Mage and Orc Warrior. My first character in Classic 2019 was an Orc Warrior. And I played that character through the entirety of Classic Vanilla. I main tanked all of the raids, started a guild with my buddies, did a pretty good job. This guild's still going today. I don't know if they're raiding anymore. I think they stopped after Wrath of the Lich King. But yeah, it was quite the journey my first time around. I don't think I'll be doing that again. I don't think I'll be starting a guild or anything like that. It does take a lot of work. And I don't know if I'll be playing a warrior this time around. I think I'm gonna give mage a try. I do want to level a warrior though in hardcore, because I think that is like the ultimate hardcore journey, getting a warrior to level 60 without dying. I've done it on a rogue. Got to level 60 hardcore on a rogue. Solo self-found. Didn't do any dungeons. Didn't trade. Didn't use the auction house. But I will admit it is kind of easy doing that as a rogue, because once you... Well, until you get level 20, because once you get to like level 20 or level 25, you get an ability called Vanish. So whenever you get into trouble, you can just vanish, and then everything's okay. You can reset. Can't do that on a warrior, right? So that's why I consider warrior to be the most challenging. One bad pull and you're pretty much dead. And that's what happened to me on my first warrior that I tried to level up. I leveled up a human warrior during the hardcore, when the hardcore servers came out. I think we got to level 40 something, and then I died. Died in Stranglethorn Vale to the trolls. Tried to run through a pack, which was a big mistake. You got to be patient in hardcore. If you get a little anxious and you want to like go fast or something, even if the mobs are like gray and green to you, you can still get outnumbered and taken down like I did. I was fighting like a bunch of trolls that were like green to me, which means they were like this, a couple levels lower. But a bunch of patrols came, and then I got outnumbered and I died. So I'm probably going to avoid that place this time around. I'm still going to do dungeons though. We're just doing self-found. We're not doing solo self-found on the warrior. And the difference between that is self-found is just no trading, no auction house, but you can group up, right? You can just do group stuff. And solo self-found is you can't group up. That's the main difference. I think the ultimate hardcore journey is solo self-found, like not grouping up at all. Because you do get pretty damn good gear from dungeons. If you're able to go into dungeons, the gear you get from dungeons is really good compared to what you get out in the world questing. But it can. I think people want to see hardcore dungeons, right? So I'm gonna do just self-found, which is still a challenge, right? You're not using the auction house. You're not, you know, trading with anybody. And I'm not too sure what professions we'll choose, guys. I can either go in herbalism, alchemy, or mining engineering. I think I have to go mining engineering because you get these target dummies that can pretty much take aggro for you, which is really good on a warrior. You drop the target dummy down, and then it taunts all the mobs off of you, and then it gives you an opportunity to run away. So if we ever get into a sticky situation where we pull too much stuff, we can do that. Problem is, if you're in a tight area where there's like a bunch of mobs around you, you can't really run, then it doesn't really help. And alchemy will give us a bunch of elixirs and potions that we can use. Like if we did alchemy, we'd always have the best healing pots, and we'd also have armor elixirs, you know, fortitude elixirs that give us health, you know, strength elixirs, all that stuff. So it's a tough choice. I think getting engineering is probably the best. And you get more than just a target dummy for engineering. There's also, you know, engineering goggles, like you can make gear. You can also get bombs, grenades, and that increases your AoE damage. So that helps out as well. The grenades can also stun and save your life. All right, so let's head back and we'll turn these quests in. Yeah, I hope I don't die this time around. I'm a little worried about leveling in Duratar, though. Duratar is... There's some tough spots. Leveling in Duratar, which is the first starting zone for orcs. But I know the zone well, and I know where to stay away from, but you can get overwhelmed there pretty damn easily. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious. But it's going to be fun. We're going to try to get Whirlwind Axe. Which is an awesome axe for an orc warrior. Orcs as a race get a racial, which is axe specialization, so our hit chance is higher when we use axes. The Whirlwind Axe is perfect for orcs. Once we get that axe, we'll probably not switch weapons all the way up to level 60. So that is going to be a weapon we are 100% going to try to get. And I think we need mining for it, because we're not going to be able to trade, right? Because we need to craft. Yeah, we'll probably need mining for it. We're not going to be able to trade. I wonder if we're going to be able to get it if it's just self-found. I'll have to look into that. Because if we go mining, then we're 100% going mining engineering. I wonder if I need blacksmithing, though. Like, is there any blacksmithing materials that I need to make to get Whirlwind Axe?
Goodbye.
It's good to see you again, Pexelgix. How's your hunt for the Naga going? Good job, Pexelgix. You do well to shed any feelings of remorse you might harbor. These Naga are vicious creatures, even more so than the Azerothian ones.
Farewell. Be careful.
I didn't like the Naga in Azeroth, and I like them less here. It's a real shame. Our mission could not remain a peaceful one, but you won't see me shedding tears for dead Naga. Here's your reward for taking care of the Darkcrest leader, Pexelgix. Okay. So let's get this, these shoulders, 553 armor, 21 strength, 15 agility, and 21 stamina. So one more strength, you lose 4 agility, but we gain 40 armor. We also lose 7 stamina. Pretty comparable. I think we're just going to stick with the shoulders we have. I'll bet the blood scale will think twice about attacking expedition scouts again. Take this as a reward, Pexelgix. You've earned it. Let's see what we got here. Some boots. 507 armor, 17 strength, 25 stamina, and 16 critical strike rating. Those are actually better than what we currently have, the expedition footgear. So let's put those on. Next time we go to Ogrimmar, I'll make sure we head back to the transmog guy, and we'll put on a different set of gear before we head off to Northrend. All right, so we got some quests done. Looks like we're not really going to... There's not many people queuing at the moment. So what quest should we check out here? The Umberfin Tribe. That'd be a good one. Yeah, we'll pick up that one. Disturbance at Umberfin Lake. Let's check that.
The loon be with you.
We came to Outland expecting to find small pockets of life. What we discovered in Zangarmarsh was a lush environment with a thriving ecosystem. Our initial assessment of the area was deceiving, however. The water levels at the lakes and marshes have consistently been going down since we started taking measurements. The impact this could have on the local animal and plant life is disastrous. Go to Umberfin Lake, southwest of here, and look for clues related to its water depletion.
Stars guide you.
These marshes are beautiful, wouldn't you agree? That is, except for the Naga forces draining the waterway. I sent a small expedition to the Coilfang Reservoir to investigate the Naga, and they haven't returned. I'm concerned that something has happened to them Would you travel to the slave pens underneath Serpent Lake and find Watcher Zhang?
Illume my
Well, there we go. If we get slave pens again, we can do that quest. That was a good quest to pick up. Trying to find the quest. Yeah, the Umberfin tribe. Let's go pick that one up. I don't want to pick up every single quest here, so we most likely won't do them all. But we'll do this one. Druids protect me from the Naga and the evil Lost Ones. In exchange, I teach them about the plans and the animals of the marsh. The Naga are terrible, yes, but even more terrible are the traitor tribes of Broken and Lost Ones that help them. The worst of all is the Lost Ones of the Umberfin tribe. They use dark magic to trap and enslave others. They're especially cruel to escaped slaves and would slit my throat if I left the refuge even for a day. Travel to Umberfin village south of here and kill their leader Kataru. Until then, I will fear for my life every single day. Okay. Blessings of the Ancients. Yeah, a lot of these other quests are just like go and talk to somebody quests. I'm looking for quests like these where we go and like kill stuff. Because we won't be here much longer. Like, once we hit 65, most likely going down to the Dread Wastes and Terracar Forest. So I just level in there. It's just has a cool vibe. So does this zone too, though. Zangarmarsh is a peaceful place. I think it's just because of the color blue, right? Blue's a real, the calming color. So you just have to slay a bunch of these guys. I know there's an escort here. An escape from Umberfin. We'll make sure to pick that up. We got lucky and found anybody for dungeons? No, not yet. It's too bad. This might be one of those episodes, guys. No dungeons. Just doing some quests, which is good. It's a change of pace. Doing a lot of dungeons recently. And they are kind of addicting. It is fun, you know, pulling like 10 mobs at a time and just wrecking them all with AoE. I guess we can find more of a pack of these guys. I think a good idea would probably be to do the escort quest while we're on this quest. Getting two birds stoned at once, you know what I mean? Here we go. So he's not up here. It's gonna be so weird playing a warrior in hardcore, and like playing this warrior. Like the vanilla warrior is gonna feel like so much weaker.
You wish to speak?
You must help me get out of here. I was gathering herbs nearby when a handful of these little savages abducted me. I tried to fight them off, but there were too many of them. Help me return to the Cenarian refuge and away from these cruel wretches and their vile magics. All right, let's do it.
Walk with the Earth Mother. Let's
walk with the Earth Mother. Is the way clear? Let's get out while we can, Pexelgix. classic, you know, escort quest, guys. This is another thing I would recommend if you're doing hardcore. Avoid escort quests, or even if if escort quests just suck. This one makes sense though. That's why I'm doing it, because we're getting 2 quests done at once, right? A nice moonfire. And the reason why they're, I don't know, they just walk really slow. They pull a bunch of stuff to them. It's always trouble doing escort quests, especially in hardcore. Like, we got lucky there, kind of. Well, we would have been able to handle it. But say we were playing vanilla, like, these mobs spawn out of nowhere. Say we weren't able to kill these 2 guys in time. We could have got overran by, like, 4 mobs. And that happens quite a bit with escorts. Especially the ones in Tanaris. Those are, like, probably the worst ones. I'm going to avoid those 100%. There's, like, these little robot chicken quests you can pick up around the world. I recommend avoiding those if you're playing hardcore. Easy way to die and get overwhelmed. Let's keep moving. We're not safe here. Oh, look at her. She's running now.
I've been
That's rare. How much we have to... 2 more seers. 4 more witch doctors. So we done this quest? Oh, I think we're done once she crosses the bridge. Someone under the bridge there. Look out, Paxilgix. Enemies ahead. You won't escape us, Druid. We're almost to the refuge. Let's go. Maybe I should have done this after, at the end, because then we would have been on our way to the refuge, right? But whatever, we're just going to do it this way for now. Oh, nice. We found 2 DPS, guys. Just need a healer and 1 more DPS, and then we should have a group going. Yeah, we got to bring her all the way over here. I can see my fellow druids from here. Thank you, Paxilgix. I'm sure Yisiel will reward you for your actions. There's Boglash. We should get a quest to fight this Bench Strider here. He was he's an elite, I believe, in TBC. But in Wrath of the Lich King, they got rid of the TBC elites. I don't know why they do that. It's one change I would like for them to make. Don't nerf the elites while you're leveling. Because they do that in TBC too. The elites in Azeroth get nerfed. And it kind of sucks. Because it is fun, you know, fighting a challenging elite from time to time. And then in Wrath, they get rid of the TBC elites. They just nerf them. They remove their elite status. So all of the hard, you know, boss like elites that you could fight in a Grand are now they're all non-elites, so you can just easily solo them. I remember those elites being so hard in TBC that you actually need a group to kill them. Well, I did. I needed a group. I was playing like a paladin, so They're a little too tough for me. I think if you're a hunter, you'd be able to solo them. Hunters are known to be good at soloing elites, right? Your pet tanks, and then you just tee off. So what are we looking for here? We need witch doctors. 3 more witch doctors. And there's a main building here that we can go up. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is where Kataru is. There's probably a bunch of witch doctors around there. And here's one. There's another one over here. Drop one of these wards. Yeah, the music always stops when you come into this building. Alright, we made it to the top, guys. There's Kataru, the leader of the Umbrafin Lost Tribe. And it's a fear totem. Here we go. We got all of the witch doctors. We slayed Kataru. Now we just need to go over here and investigate what the Naga are doing to the lake. And I think we looked at this before. They're just pretty much pumping water out of the lake. And I'm pretty sure it's for the raid, Serpent Shrine. This raid here. Serpent Shrine Cavern. At the end you fight Lady Vash. Pretty cool raid. And there it is. We investigated it, found the pump. Let's head back. We'll turn these quests in, guys. Still only have 2 DPS. I wonder if this is the beginning, guys. Maybe we'll have long dungeon queues from now on. It's kind of rare. It'll be kind of rare to see people actually leveling up in Cataclysm, I think. Because they're pretty much resetting what we're doing here, right? Like the journey that we're currently on in Cataclysm, that's now being reset, and now they're doing it all over again with the fresh vanilla launch into TBC, and then I expect they'll probably go into Wrath of the Lich King as well. Who knows if they'll do Cataclysm again? Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
See you.
Thank you, Pexelgix. I will finally sleep comfortably at night. Were I not so old and weakened, I would deal with my own enemies. Take this gold. It is not much, but your kindness cannot go unpaid.
Go on then.
Okay, so there we go. Let's turn in the rest of these quests here. The Naga are behind this, but why? From what you describe, that steam pump must be part of the cause for the water levels dropping in the marsh. No matter, this explains their hostility towards us. Let us not waste any time. I need you to perform another task for us. We must determine how widespread the Naga's activity truly is and react accordingly. Exploring each body of water in Zangarmarsh could be a lengthy undertaking. If you allow me to, I will use my magic to mold your shape to one more suited to scouting the marsh. Hold this amulet above the balcony near me when you're ready. To begin, I will guide your way back to safety after you're done. You rescued one of my druids. We could never repay you, Pexelgix. You have my thanks as well as that of the expedition. I guess we'll take this mace and sell it. Do more damage. It's actually better than our current weapon. Does 48.7 damage per second, improves hit rating by 12, and attack power by 24. Our current weapon does 45.6 damage per second, so I'll actually use this. It's a good upgrade. And let's use this Stormcrow amulet, and we'll take a little tour of Zangarmarsh, guys. Scouting out what the Naga are doing here. It's just like the structure you described at Umberfin Lake. Does this mean the Naga are pumping water out of all the lakes in Zangarmarsh? The Naga are even pumping the water out of their own lake. What purpose could that possibly serve? Yeah, and here's the big base. Base of operations here. Where they're pumping all the water into this Serpent Shrine cavern. There, those pipes all appear to be connected to that structure. They can't possibly fit all the water they've been stealing. Where are they keeping it? Excuse me, guys. I couldn't hold it in. Had to sneeze there. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Guess the allergies are coming, right? Winter's on the way. I don't even know if winter's like an allergy season, but it is a season where you sometimes get a cold. I know spring is an allergy season. Alright, so I think we're heading back now. There's one more thing we have to discover. There, those pipes. Yeah. You read that already. And there we go. We have explored the lakes of Zangarmarsh. This place is like a bear. Like lost all of its water. Alright, here we go.
Bless you.
Hail Paxogix.
Goddess watch over you.
It is as I suspected. The Naga have set up pumping stations at all the major lakes in Zangarmarsh. They must be stopped if the marsh is to have a future.
Go in peace.
Alright, so there we go, guys. We did some quests in Zangarmarsh. We got to explore the zone. And we got to fight a few of the lost ones. Next episode, I'm hoping that we can get into a dungeon. We only need one more healer. But, yeah, hopefully we can get into a dungeon, guys. And I also hope that we get either Mana Tombs or Aconite Crypts. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.